There was a time when your smartphone was not so smart, and the design was not being used as a symbol of societal regression. Yes, I'm talking about dumb phones, but better known as feature phones instead. Back in the 2000s, nobody really knew what a mobile phone of the future would or should look like in those days. And due to that, many tech giants were racing to dominate its platform. Some said just wrap the entire QWERTY keyboard onto it would be the most beneficial. Some said just keep it small, cute, but packed with functionality. Some said screw it and just made a portable game console instead. But in the end, we all decided to settle with a touchscreen interface. A main factor for its rapid evolution can be thanks to the rise of 3G mobile networks. This allowed the feature phones to be able to browse the internet or even download and install applications too. In technical details, most feature phones are run on Java Platform Micro Edition, or J2ME for short. It's a Java platform for running applications on embedded systems, mobiles, and small devices. So yes, downloadable applications for feature phones are actually compiled Java files, and trust they can be run directly without any installations on a mobile platform. And yes, you can do some gaming on them, albeit their quality is as what you expect. One of the games I want to cover in this video is the supposed mobile edition of a second installment of a popular human misery simulation video game. And its name is The Sims 2 for Mobile. The Sims 2 for Mobile is the mobile version of The Sims 2. Well, duh. The game was available for purchase on the mobile devices that have access to the internet through the App Store and meet the spec requirements. There were two editions for the game, the unconnected version and the connect version. The connect version has more features like multiplayer and downloadable contents, making it feel closer to The Sims 2 on PC, as the wiki claimed. The unconnected versions, on the other hand, does not require any internet connections and is suitable for lower-end feature phones, but it feels so bare-bone and just enough to be recognized as a Sims game on mobile devices. In this video, we will be checking out the unconnected version since I couldn't find the connected versions. Probably a lost media by now, to be honest. The very first thing you do before starting anew in every Sims game is to create your sim. I want you to meet Dario. His zodiac sign is Leo, and that's the most interesting fact about him. Just like in every sim game, you got your sim needs, wants, jobs, friends, and skills. However, all of them are simulated down in the mobile version. You cannot choose the job, you cannot customize your home freely, your social circle is limited, there are no other places you can visit, and your bathroom has zero privacy. That's actually depressing. Speaking of fans, here comes our first victim, Ben. He's an easygoing person, loves traveling, and generally a doormat since he agrees with everything you say. Is in his court, some might say. And just shortly after, someone is also at the door. Penny. She's a budding chef, loves food, has a dream of opening her own restaurant, and hates politics. She offered Dario a job position as a chef because she was desperate for a worker, but nonetheless, he accepted. But to acquire the job, he needed to have the cooking skill level of 1, so he went off to hone his culinary skill by repeatedly using a microwave. Chef Mike would be so proud of him. After granting a cooking skill of 1, he called Penny to come over and ask for a job. Bingo! Now nobody can call him a jobless loser anymore. To celebrate, he decided to expand his house by building a living room, adding more living spaces and fun activities to this already small house. He then spent some time increasing his skills, logic by 1 and cooking by 1, and then jammed to his newest studio system before hitting the bed. On the next day, it was the first day of his job as a chef, specializing in microwaving food. He prepared himself for this new exciting chapter in his life. I mean, he had better be because he was running low on simoleons. Feeling nervous, he called Ben and asked for career advice, and I didn't see this coming. Their conversation went so well, they accidentally became a gay couple and decided to live with each other. Jeez, calm your pants, Dario, you only knew him for less than 2 days. As the day went by, Dario looked forward to up his career game, from just a chef to the head chef. excusing his customers had a poor taste and thought microwaved pea and mayo pizza slices were a delicacy. That's downright just disgusting, man. After talking to Penny about the promotion, she said that he needed more cooking skills, logic skills, and some charms to be eligible for the promotion, and so he set to grind with what he got. After a snuggle with Ben first, that was. So you have to hear that. And for the rest of the week, he practiced his various skill in order to earn the promotion. For cooking, he bought himself a working stove, and by a miracle, it didn't burn down his house, even though that was the first time he used it. I guess those microwaving techniques really paid off. For logic, he read whatever that was in those logic books, like a college student trying to cram the entire semester before their final on tomorrow. And for charm, he practiced his speech in front of a mirror, or stared at it. That worked too. With all requirements intact, he called up Penny again to discuss his promotion, but he accidentally made her fall in love with him instead. Is this going to be a sad love triangle story? No, it's not. Because Ben acted more like a ghost wandering around the house instead of a housemaid. Penny wasn't that much better either. Dario decided to buy a bathtub instead of curtains for the bathroom. Dario talked to Penny again about the position, but for this time, he finally got it. Oh yeah, that 50 simoleon words would come in handy, and oh, who could it be? Oh, of course, it's John. A journalist always has scoops for everything and is wanted by the government. Since Dario had secured a head chef position with a better pay, it was a logical choice to expand his house even further, and for his next expansion, he aimed for a recreation room. It cost 1,000 simoleons, and too bad he cannot work on the weekend, so the only thing he could do was grinding his skills. His charm went up from 2 to 4, along with his logic skill too, in the same amount, and before Monday, both of them are maxed out. Oh yeah, everything was coming up for Dario, but unfortunately, there was a tragic mistake. Due to my brain worked out, I accidentally chose the proposed option when Dario was talking to Penny. I'm so sorry, Ben. I didn't mean to ruin your relationship, but damn, 700 simoleons? Oh, yup, it wasn't a mistake, like, at all. Right, Dario? Surprisingly enough, Ben wasn't against the idea of polyamory, and so Penny too. Phew, Christ the word. Instead of bickering against each other, they decided to use the money to buy the recreation room, and just right after the construction was done, someone new had approached, and her name is Kitty. She's erratic, a true kind of fitted fanatic, and not a cat woman. Hey, don't get sad now because she offered Dario a new job of being a trainer, and all it took was some body skills and 2 fans. Well, he has 2 best friends with benefits, so this should not be a problem. In the recreation room, there were 3 new objects he can interact with: an arcade machine that gives out a lot of fun, a full-body workout machine for grinding body skill, and a multi-neck guitar for shading and grinding creative skill. For the rest of the day, Dario spent lifting like he was a gym rat, but he wasn't doing it for his health's sake or to get ladies or men. No, he got it for the job. For more simoleons he can use to buy a coffee machine and to make the others see he was actually progressing and had everything together. He also wanted to divorce Penny too. But why? They didn't seem to dislike each other. Well, the reason was pretty obvious. He didn't really like her that much and would prefer the warmness from Ben instead. The option was there, okay? Just never mind. I'm really sorry for this, Penny, but oh, right, I have to pay for the divorce. Maybe we can divorce later. Susu. By the way, since he was skilled enough to be a trainer, he asked Kitty about that job, and bingo. Phew, it looked like he awarded those health inspector just in time. Oh, joy! Someone that he never knew was at the door, and who could it be other than Lorna? She's a high school gossip girl, or an alpha bitch for short. Did I tell you she was in her 22? Nonetheless, she offered us a job as a DJ, with higher pay and shorter working time, just 5 hours. But look at the prerequisite. Time for some grinding, Dario. His arms swore, his legs saw, his facts full of logic, his occupation? Oh, he needed 5 fans. He only had 4 because of Kitty. There, he can finally get paid by stealing mixtapes from YouTube now. And to celebrate this, he decided to add the party room to his house. Too bad it was 2,000 simoleons? Crud. He needed to work at least 5 more days to acquire that amount of money. And since he had no desire to go outside besides for working, all he did in those days was wait, go to work, socialize a bit, pay some land tax, and only drink tap water to save his money. Yeah, I just thought, oh, you can do that. And at last, he finally had his very own party room. Was it really worth starving himself? Not really. The room only had a sofa and the world's smallest dance floor to ever exist, and it left him with 74 simoleons. Not a good trade, in my opinion. But that didn't seem to stop him from achieving his materialistic desire, because he had bought an audio deck right after a work shift. And look what you have done, Dario. He doubted himself from 4 digits to just 23. But he didn't seem too worried. He knew he was one of the big earners. His work was only 5 hours. He liked what he was doing, and he sure knew all he wanted to do was to jam it down. And what a party could be competed without Bar? I know it was the juice bar, but if you spike your drink enough, you might be able to get drunk off too. So his next move was very obvious. Let's throw a party! Wait, who the heck is this guy? Oh, it's Ian. He's a band member, the self-proclaimed coolest sim on the block, who makes a lot of simoleons. He and Dario quickly became friends due to their similar grind set, and due to that, he offered him a job as a guitarist. And wow, 4 hours and 700 simoleons? Ahem. Right, back to the party. His dancing move was so good he would have got a job anyway, and so the next logical move to celebrate this success was buying a garden of 4,000 simoleons? Oh, pills, not to mention the cost of furniture for the garden too. And this was where I ran out of patience. This game was just too materialistic for me to handle. So I decided to do what Billy Mitchell does the best. That's right, I'm gonna cheat. Wait, no, I didn't resort to cheating, I swear. Dario got this amount of money from his lottery winning fair and square. And so he used his wealth to buy a nice garden, along with its habitats too. A barbecue grill, an outdoor table, and a nice warm outdoor hot tub. Living the dream, I see. And thanks to that fortune, he manages to finally divorce Penny. Then marry Ben just right after the divorce to assert she was nothing when compared to the strength of bond between 2 gay men. He also was always there for Dario when his social needs were low too, and they both live happily ever after. The end. And here it was, The Sims 2 for mobile. So listen, I know it's shit, but yeah, I got nothing. It certainly is a product of its own time. I don't think I need to say why this game is not that good. It was made for a mobile. Of course, it needed to ship out in many elements. I wouldn't say this is a modified version of The Sims 2 too. It feels more like a worse version of the Sims games on GBA since you take control of your player character directly. But comparing these to those GBA variants is an insult to them. They were actually quirky and fun. But still, why didn't they just make these closer to GBA variants anyway? It's pointless to think about it. And as always, thanks for observing the life of Dario and watching this video. Please like and subscribe so I can finally get out of YouTube's small channel purgatory. So yeah, see ya.
Oh God, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Take it easy, kid. This is your life now.
I'm fine, but the smell is so foul.
You'll get used to it. The victim was fatally stabbed to death by a sharp object, presumably a knife. And... oh, damn! 6 wounds on the back and 3 on the front? Wow! What did you do to piss off someone this much?
No signs of break-in enter too. These windows are locked, and the doorknobs don't seem to be busted. But this entire place was trashed.
Our culprit was in a hurry of searching for something. But what it could be, Better start finding the reason before those bobbies are here.
Right. I'll check the bedroom next number cruncher. You go do the other.